Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone, and we're here to give all glory and honor and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Achaim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways in efforts to seal the hopeful elect of Israel. Also, salutations to the 12 tribes of Israel to be scattered to the four corners of the earth and be likened to the speckled bird. And the 12 tribes of Israel are as follows. The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi, the so-called... All right, let's reconnect. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. The tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians, the tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, the tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians, the Chileans, the tribe of Asher, the so-called Colombians and Europeans, and the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you we say Shalom. Shalom. Let's start.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, starting at verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, thus speaketh the Lord, the power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I'm speaking to thee in a book. For lo, the day is come, said the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. And Judah, said the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it.
All right, man, so we're going to time again. The Lord is bringing back the children of Israel from their state where we once were, right? We're going to do this back on time, all right? We're coming to that time. Go ahead.
And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling. Verse 5, for thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and how his faces are turned into failures.
All right, man, so those labor pains women go through, they're delivering a baby, and in the process of delivering a baby, you can't stop it. So those pains are going to progress, right? And it says, we come into a time, where even men, all right, men are be in that position. So scared, they don't have their hands on the loins.
That day is great. So that none is like
It says, where is it? Oh, it says that, and all faces are turned into paleness. That don't mean white skin. It means fear. See what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know how people get so afraid that their skin actually do change color. They get a little lighter because they're afraid. Because fear is a powerful thing. I just seen people get so afraid that where they can't even move or do anything. They're overcome by fear. See what I'm saying? So when they say turning to paleness, that don't mean that their skin is turning white, but it means they're in fear. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 7, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, the time of Jacob's trouble, right? So-called Negroes like the Native Americans, the time of Jacob's trouble. And the scripture goes on to say a time like never before. So none of our imagination that we can put together amounts to what we're going to see in Jacob's trouble. But what we are going to see, limbs flying, heads chopped off, all right, martial law, right? Because ultimately it's for these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's who Esau is coming for, because they know that the next everything they can stop the process of us coming into rulership, all right?
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1, and it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up.
Right, so it's going to get so bad that even the archangel Michael got to stand up, and he's third in command, right? You have the Most High, Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, and then Michael comes right after him. So Michael got to stand up for us, and how bad is it going to get?
That great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
And who's the children of that people? The children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? The Lord ain't coming back to save anybody else.
And there shall be a time of trouble, as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Those not written in the book is being elect. And 1/3 remnant, right? The 144,000 in the multitude, according to Revelation 7, because prophecy says that in the book of Zechariah chapter 13, 2/3 got to get cut off and die. All right. So the ones written in the book of life, that's referring to the elect. It's only comes out the nation of Israel.
Verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake.
And that doesn't talk about confusion, all right? Because around here, man, people in a confused state. They're not conscious to the only Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, right? They're not conscious to what's right, right? They're consumed with wickedness, right? Ways adverse to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. That's ultimately confusion, all right?
Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
And the everlasting life is referring to the elect, right? Because once we get saved out of here, we're willing to some of those men, right? Moving on to the kingdom, the everlasting life, and what was the everlasting shame and contempt?
Everlasting shame and contempt.
Well, let's talk about the 2/3 one, all right? Because ultimately, all Israel's going to be saved, but when the 2/3 come back in the kingdom, through the ones we elect, we're going to have that shame face, right? Because they're going to know that what they were doing this whole time was wrong, all right? They know they were going off against the Lord, right? That shame and contempt for it, all right?
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shaddai.
That land referring to Babylon the Great, also known as America, right?
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die,
2/3 of Israel go in,
but the third shall be left therein.
the elect.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Because we come to a time, we're going to all right? Scripture say, tribulation shall follow the whole world over America. As we approach that final test, right? All these tests that we're going through right now, all these tests and trials, are leading up to the big test, which is the MOB, all right? That's ultimately, going to prove us, right, to Yahweh Shemai Shah, right? Because Scripture says if we take it, all right, we're going to partake in the judgment that's to come, all right? And He's literally going to save us from nuclear fire as well, all right?
Yeah, and then concentrated laser beam, man. And I will hear them. They shall call on my name.
Key point right there, you got to have the name, the right name, which is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right?
Right.
And I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is my power.
All right, but at the end of the day, man, we need the Lord to save us, all right? So the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days have been shortened. All right, so that's how bad it's going to get out here, man. We need the Lord to save us, all right?
But even calling on the name of the Lord, you have to be of the elect for him to save you. Because remember, I tell you, Matthew, you're going to have something to say, Lord, have I not, cast out devils and worked miracles in your name? And he's going to tell you, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. Because you got Israelites out here that know the name of the Lord. They say Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but they don't say it in truth and sincerity. You know what I'm saying? They're being demons. So you have to be of the elect of Yahshua Allah for the Lord to deliver you or redeem you out of this hell that's about to come, man.
Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that said unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. That's right. Hey, what I'm saying, just because you say Lord, like you say, call him on the name of the Lord, that don't mean you're going to get to the kingdom of heaven. You're not out there doing the will of everybody ain't meant to come out on the highways and byways, but if you ain't out here doing the work, for you, how about some of you outside that, hey, don't be looking to go into the kingdom of heaven, man.
So I'm doing the will of the Heavenly Father, all right? You can know the name, but you got dudes out here who know the name, the true name, and out here preaching false doctrine. You get the sheep straight. Hey, more than that, we're going to reject the salvation today, all right? Just because you know the name of the Lord, that doesn't seal the deal right there.
If I can add too, and also in doing the work, the scriptures also tell us to rehearse the righteous acts. Okay? Just to do the best we can to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Okay? That's in addition to doing the work on the highways and byways. Us putting out those videos week in and week out. Okay?
But even with the righteous acts, you got to do the righteous acts in sincerity and the truth, man. Because you got Israelites out here that'll practice the Shabbat or the Passover, but they're doing it totally wrong, man. We had an example of that just this past year with the Passover at a strip club and bottle girls and all this. That's not doing it out of truth and sincerity. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that the Lord is going to deliver is the elect, man. That's all to it on this side. Yeah, Israel as a whole is going to be delivered, you know what I'm saying? But on this side, it's only the elect, man. Only the elect is going to do like Colossians is put on, therefore, as the elect would, you know what I'm saying? Doing the things that the elect would, teaching the correct doctrine, you know what I'm saying? Not being ashamed of the name of Yahweh Shai, not being ashamed of the Lord in front of your family or co-workers or whoever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the Passover the correct way, keeping the Shabbat the correct way. You know what I'm saying? Any of the high holy days the correct way. You won't be out here celebrating Christmas or what's going to happen, what's today, the 2nd, 3rd, the 4th is Monday. You're not going to be out here popping fireworks, barbecuing a plate of abomination, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to play over a plate of death. No, that's not what the elect would do, man.
This is Matthew 15:8. These people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. That's right, that's what they were saying. They say, oh, I love the Lord, or hey, I love you, how about you guys but ain't be eating that pork chop sandwich, man. All right? Or confessing that you can pop a woman on the Shabbat, man. All right? All these other wicked acts that they take that you can do, but they don't follow it according to the scriptures, man.
Or they're trying to be slick and celebrate the 4th of July. Oh, I'm just letting my kids do it. I don't partake, but no, you still partaking. You know, God is partaking of this wicked act, and you sitting here condoning it, man. So the Lord's gonna hold you accountable for that, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So see, this is the thing. People like this is not following the law, statutes, commandments. They're gonna get caught off guard in Jacob's trouble, man.
That's right.
They're the ones gonna get butt in the face with the Gurger troops there. They're gonna sit over here to kick in your door. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be Tommy from the National Guard that's right down the street, your next door neighbor, because he's gonna have some type of feelings towards you about trying to haul you out to a concentration camp. See what I'm saying? He ain't gonna want to do it. So it's gonna be these foreign troops that's coming over here gonna be the ones that snatch up out your house and ravish your woman in front of you, ravish your kids, man. But if you're not following your house by shooting out a shot, hey, guess what? You're gonna fall victim to Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Matthew 24 and verse 21, it says, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be.
Nothing in history, not even slavery, not all the atrocities that Esau has done to us back then, even all the past activities, none of that is going to come into Jacob's trouble, all right?
And except those days should be shortened, no flesh be saved.
So the Lord got to shorten those days because that's how bad it's going to get out here, all right? But He's shortening those days for, all right?
For the elect's sake,
For the elect, because we got, because He has, the Lord has.
There ain't number Satan, man. Go ahead. ain't number Satan, man.
All right, this is the book of Matthew 24, and verse 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right, man, so it's going to get so bad out here, all right, that the Lord is going to have to shorten the days, right? And when the brother just brought out, you know, the earth, a couple months ago, an article came out that the earth has been spinning faster and faster, you know, speeding up the days, all right? But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So he's shortening those days for the elect. All right, that's how bad it's going to get out here.
But see, it don't even have to get that bad for the Lord to shorten the days. Because you see now, Esau what? Population control. Because a lot of people have died from this crown royale, as you want to call it. See what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord is shortening the days too for his elect, because Esau started trying to kill us off, man. That's his number one objective, is to kill as many Israelites as he can. Kill as many of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans as he can, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even got bad out here yet, but it's going to get bad. See what I'm saying? He trying to wipe us out. Look, he trying to go out with a bang, because you know his kingdom is falling quickly right before his face, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down upon you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
When you go to that word devil, means adversary, and the adversary is someone who's against you now, who's our main enemy. Edom, the so-called white man, right? And a few months ago, I believe execution law was passed, they allowed the electric chair, lynchings coming back, and just a multitude of other ways to execute you, man. So Jake, get ready, man. Esau's coming for you. He's coming down with that very wrath because he knows what's to come afterwards, all right? He doesn't want us to rule shit. He wants to keep his kingdom, but it's not going to happen unless it says the scripture.
That's right. You pay attention with the Bible and say, hey, a lot of cities are going to be upset because they're going to lock them down, man. All right, hey, that's a part of the devil coming in with great wrath. Hey, man, what you think he was doing in cities like that, all right? What's the number one way to lock down something? They're going to issue martial law, man. All right?
I may add too, was talking about coming down with that great wrath. If you haven't noticed, they just shortened the so-called numbers for mass shooting down to like 3. Okay, so that's what's going on in the city of Chicago right now. So what they're doing is taking the focus off of Esau, who would kill 15, 20, 30 people at a time, sometimes more, you know, knock the numbers down so they can come after Jake in those cities, okay? The larger cities. You always want to take the focus off of himself so he can come after you.
A lot of states, man, they got people going door to door trying to convince them to take the jab, man. Yep. A lot of government officials are knocking in certain cities, certain states, you know, going door to door, like they're door to door sales, trying to get people to take the jab. You know, go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Esau, he's doing everything he can to prevent the root, so I can prevent the Israelites from coming back and rulership.
Oh no, that was 1959.
1959, they tried to destroy the moon, and Bill Gates is trying to block out the sun, right? You go to Jeremiah chapter 31, I believe. The Lord said, if those ordinances depart from me, I will also make Israel cease from being a nation. And Esau knows that, right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, everything that's happening in the world right now is over a birthright. But Esau, he's not going to get it back, all right? Jacob was promised rulership, all right?
Well, see, Esau is trying to pass the bounds that the Lord set. That's why Esau is saying that in the year 2045, we're going to do this, or the year 2066, we're going to do this, or making movies talking about the year 3520. No, the Lord already set your bounds that you're not going to pass, man. Because once your kingdom collapses, that's it. You're not coming back. You're not going to rebuild. After this kingdom and society is destroyed, guess what? The next thing for you is what? Slavery.
Right.
That's it. The only thing you're going to build is the Israelites' kingdom. See what I'm saying? Hardcore slavery and bondage. And rightfully so, man. See what I'm saying? There's a reason why Esau should go into slavery. Look what he's doing to the earth. Look what he's doing all around you. Everything is defiled, man.
Right.
Nothing is good here. Nothing. See what I'm saying? The people are retarded. The food is messed up. The water messed up. The air messed up. The people messed up. So what's there to live for anymore, man? The Lord got to come and get us out of this. But in order for him to get us out of this, we got to go through Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through the hell and high water in order to get to the end. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's why scripture access
Yep.
those tribulations was the of the Most High, right? Did our Lord Yahushua get easy on his walk? Nope. He got all the afflictions you could ever come up with, all right? So if the scriptures say no servant is greater than his master, then what do we got to go through in order to get the kingdom, in order to get that glory, all right?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. Start at verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, well be, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon them the time that I will visit them.
Right, man. So the Lord is coming.
Man, we're not going to have this madness in the kingdom, man. See what I'm saying? Man, look. Esau, you will not be riding no crutch rockets in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? There will not be no motorcycles in the kingdom of heaven, man. Go ahead.
So we're at a point in time, when the Lord is completely breaking apart, Esau's structure, right? He's destroying that wisdom, making Esau's own devices fall upon himself, right? And that's one of the many ways that he's breaking down Esau and his rulership, all right?
If these by night, they will destroy.
So Esau, he don't care about nobody, not even his own self. Even the scriptures say that thief comes not but to steal, to kill, and destroy, right? We've seen that in the past. He sweet talked Gad, all right, and then ultimately ended up stealing their land and killing a lot of Gad off, all right. This man Esau, he's nothing but wickedness, all right.
But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Right. The Lord is exposing Esau for all his weakness. Right? And how's he doing that? He's doing that through the servants and the prophets, right? You got Esau, even Esau's own tongue is falling upon himself, right? The Lord is just completely exposing Esau for all his wickedness, right? What he's done to us, what he's done to the children of Israel, right? What he's done to the earth as a whole. Right, he's just bombing places for absolutely no reason. All right, and it's all coming to the forefront. All right, and you can't hide over it. It's all out there.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 8, and it reads, So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
And examples of that, man. Even Esau did his own people. When it comes to the stick. All right, the stick. All right, they're exposing what materials or ingredients make up the stick. All right, and ultimately we're not supposed to take that stick. All right, we're supposed to run away from it, right? Because it's not good for us. Right? It's going to lead possibly to our death. But the spirit of power, Yahweh, we got the faith to keep us from that stick. All right.
Like you said, the tongues shall fall upon themselves. We just saw a video this week where an Edomite woman did a scan on one arm, nothing happened, and then a scan on the other arm, but she took the test, a serial number popped up, some sort of number. All right, so what's going on with that? She pretty much proved what the apostle have been saying for the last 30 years. What that jab was going to be or be related. Okay, so we're seeing that real time, and it's the growing tongue. It's good.
That's why they're trying to pass, well, they already passed laws and legislation to shut down the internet. Because it's exposing too much of their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You can't surprise anybody no more when the whistle's being blown on you. So you're gonna have to resort to extreme measures like what? Shutting down the internet. When you shut down the internet, then guess what? The information stops. See what I'm saying? It's not easily accessible no more when you shut the internet down. You know what I'm saying? There's no more YouTube, no more TikTok, no more Kik, no more Instagram, Facebook Messenger, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're able to do your wicked enterprise and won't nobody know. It's gonna have to be by word of mouth then. See what I'm saying? But guess what? It's too late. We know your wickedness. You know what I'm saying? We know what the Lord is gonna do to you, and Lord willing, what we're gonna be able to do to you.
That's right.
Form that soul train line and bust you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
One of those Rockefeller saying something about
Yep.
the worst thing that happened.
Yep.
You want to be on the case that shut it down?
Yep. They want to shut it down, man. He said that's the worst invention we done made was the internet. Why? Because it exposed all this wickedness, man. You know? Go ahead.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come. That is that, right? Also, it's the day of the Lord. Because you got people out here saying, oh, y'all been saying the Lord will come back for what, 20 years? It's gonna happen one day, all right? And when it does happen, all right, y'all gonna be calling on the name of the Lord, but it's gonna be too late. All right? Saying it was, all that desires of the dead to what the a lot of Christians, in these churches, all right, y'all calling on this false God, thinking that that white Jesus is gonna come back and be saved as a nation, which is a complete lie. All right, we all have the dead Lord is dark. So at a point, man, a golden retriever is not gonna crack the clouds, man. This man, a so-called every black man is what's gonna crack the skies, all right? Not just white people, and his name is Yahweh Shai, all right?
All right.
It says, except there come a falling away first. And that falling away, all right, we're talking about the Israelites, right? We fell away from our heritage, right? We fell away from our power, all states, commandments, and our glory, ultimately, all right? And that man of sin be revealed. We saw Peter, right? And our mission goes into destruction. And Esau's fate, is destruction up there, right? Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God. So that he is as God sitting in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is. Alright, man, so he sees himself for some odd reason as the Most High, right? That's why his name goes to rule over everyone, right? He wants to control everyone. He wants everyone under his control. Ultimately, that's what the MOB is for, all right? He wants to track everyone, what they're doing, what they're feeling. Ultimately, he just wants to be like the Most High, all right? He's trying to set up this new world order and try to have, especially Israel, destroyed and have this wicked leadership.
If I may add, like I said, he's trying to make himself as the Most High. We have 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. And the Most High says his commandments are not grievous. Well, Esau makes unlimited laws, and they are grievous to us. To keep us from the Most High. He keeps doing things so we keep going off. Okay? And that's, so for the elect, that's not going to happen. We're going to have our times where we fall, we get right back up, repent, all right, and come back. But that's the thing, he's trying to set himself as the Most High, and he's not.
That's why you see Esau, man, playing the mad scientist sometimes. See him trying to splice two animals together, or trying to come up with his own breed of animal or own breed of human. You're trying to make humanoids and androids because he think he the most high, man. Trying to splice this DNA with that DNA. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say who can procreate and who can't. He trying to play like he used to help me father. See what I'm saying? Trying to manipulate the weather with his heart program. A lot of people forgot about the heart program. See what I'm saying? That's why it's extremely hot all over the earth. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to put himself as the most high, but he's not the most high. He's not Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what I'm saying? We only got one true living power, man.
Right.
And the show ain't Esau. The show ain't the so-called white man, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Right, and that the heaven is interchangeable with rulership. Word Lucifer translates to light bearer.
That word who?
Lucifer, like that word Lucifer.
You said Lucifer.
It's like
You said Lucifer.
that word Lucifer translates to light bearer, and at the moment Esau is that so-called light that everybody follows at the moment. All right, because how art thou cut down to the ground? This weaken the nation. How does Esau weaken the nation? All right, going around the world, stealing resources from other countries and stuff. All right.
And establishing his governments and you know his way of thinking, like false religion, Christianity. You know, going around and forcing them to take on his religion, his ways of doing things, his democracy, and setting up their governments, putting his people in place.
They do try to spread the democracy on everybody.
Democracy.
Hey, that's what you said.
Democracy.
You trying to spread oh man. See Esau democracy basically is this. Either follow my way or you die. Because Esau is setting up his puppet leaders in these different countries and regions, and when they don't follow the program, hey, you see it even here in America. You know what I'm saying? Whoever sells their soul to Esau and they don't follow the plan or the agenda, guess what? You get knocked off. Why do you think Bill Cosby got let out of prison? Because he got himself right and said, okay, well, I'll follow your ways now. Oh, when he got out, he was having to start doing the jig. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because we what? Bow down to Esau. Look, I'm sorry I bucked up. I'm sorry I disobeyed. And they let him off the hook. See what I'm saying? That's how these celebrities is, man. When you disobey, you die. And that's basically what democracy is, man.
If I may add, Elder, like you said, he tried to set himself as the Most High. That's the same thing with the Most High. When you transgress him, that's sin. It says the wages of sin is death. So when you transgress the Most High, you die. All right? And the same thing that he's trying to do is set himself up that way. Just like the Elder just said, you transgress Esau, he's going to knock you off too.
That's right.
But he's not the Most High.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. How is Esau trying to do that? By way of displacement. It says, I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation on the side of the north. I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Esau, it's a terrible example. He's trying to be like the Most High, right? It says, verse 14, if thou shalt be brought down from hell to the sides of the pit. So, for all your attempts, all right, ultimately the Lord is going to bring you down to that low state. So, all right, you're going to be the lowest of all the nations, all right? It says,
The lowest state and the great.
Yep. Verse 16, they that see thee shall verily look upon thee, and consider thee saying, this is the man that made the earth and tremble, and did shake kingdom. So Esau, in the eyes of these other nations, all right, you're going to lose that reputation. You're not going to be this big bully no more, all right? These other heathen nations, they're going to get on you too, all right?
He already losing their reputation.
Yep.
The other nations already get him, make a mockery of him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to poke at him to make him do something. Go ahead. It's like when you were a kid in a fight, you know what I'm saying? You flinch at somebody trying to make him do something. That's how the other nations do in Babylon, do in America, especially Russia. You know what I'm saying? Russia Russia's ready for you to do something. Russia's ready for you to knock that chip off their shoulder so they can knock your face off. You know? Go ahead.
I mean, Dad, you said, is this the man? So the Christians out there, Lucifer's got this horn, red thing running around with a tail and a pitchfork. Okay? It's a man, and that man is Esau Edom.
That's right.
The scripture also talks about whose work is after the coming of Satan. Right? And Satan is that wicked left-hand spirit, the top left-hand wicked spirit, right? And Esau is coming in like manner as Satan, all right? Because ultimately Esau, that nation is who Satan works with, all right?
That's his children here on earth, man. You know?
Obadiah 1 and 3. Part of thy heart that deceives thee. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation.
Pride of thine heart has deceived you. And the main reason Esau is proud is because of all this technology it has. But what they don't know is that the Lord has given them the technology, all right?
Whose habitation is high, that says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
And that's that. The habitation is high. That's talking about the Space Force. Said, who shall bring me down, right? That's how proud Esau is. He doesn't even think the Lord will bring him down, all right? But at the end of the day, we all know that the Lord will bring him down, all right?
Yeah, because he made that, Esau made that prideful statement in the movie Titanic. Remember he said he was God himself. Remember Esau made that statement in the movie Titanic. He said that not even God himself could sink this ship. And lo and behold, soon after that, guess what? The sea started shipping. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said either Leviathan or something hit that ship. So like a big hole in it before it started sinking, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
As the eagle, and thou
Right, and an eagle, you know, is one of the highest flying birds, right? That's why, you know, on the dollar, right? You got the eagle behind the American flag, right? And how are they helping themselves above the stars, right? So once again, that's space activity, right?
If I may add, it's also a bird of prey. Okay? The eagle hunts from on high, he sees everything, and that's what he does. He looks down and sees national bird, Babylon the Great. That's all the bird.
He's the bird of Babylon, he's the bird of America. He was the bird of Rome, he was the bird of Greece, he was of Germany. That's Esau's trademark is that eagle, man.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right, man. So no matter how much money you put into your space force, no matter how much material you put into your space force, the Lord is going to bring it down no matter what you try, all right?
Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have Michael into the Lord.
All right, the men of Esau's confederacy, all right? Esau's confederacy, that's the other nation, all right, put us in captivity, right? And those nations will end up in turn on Esau soon to come in World War III and drop bombs on this place, all right?
That's right.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee into the border. The men that were at peace with thee have pursued.
All right, man. So these other nations were once at peace with Esau. All right? They were in with Esau to ultimately, these other nations know we have the Heavenly Father is only God and Son on our side. There's nothing they can do against them. All right? As we were passed away for going off, right? That's when he's Esau, you know, he beat our heritage out of us, our identity, all right?
Mama had, we were cursed, we were never cast away. Okay, the scriptures say that, he was not cast away as people. They that eat like bread have made a room under me. There is none under understanding it.
All right, man. It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under them. And that those that ate bread with Esau, who were once in agreement with Esau, all right, they're going to be the ones to help take them down, all right?
All those that's getting that financial aid from America. You know what I'm saying? Because the money that America was giving to these other countries, now they had turned their money around and used it for what? Nuclear capability. That's why they got nuclear weapons now. You know what I'm saying? America's plan has backfired on them. They thought that they were going to be able to pay these other countries off and keep them in their back pocket. But no, these other countries got nuclear capability now thanks to America. Right. America always been dumb, man. Just like you had the Iran Contra scandal back in the day. Well, all they know they tried to trade arms for soldiers, for POW. What kind of sense does that make, man? How would you give somebody weapons that's holding your people hostage against their will? That don't make sense, man. See what I'm saying? America always has been dumb and stupid, man. But you people don't even realize, y'all think that this is the greatest country in the world, but it's not, man. You know? This ain't nothing but a bad nightmare, man.
No, I'm just saying, it's talking about Iron Man. That's what happened with the movie Iron Man, the first one. His own missile landed next to him. He was selling those weapons, and they messed him up with his own weapons. Right? What does it go to something? Shall I not in that day say the Lord, even his Lord devices that
Esau's so-called intelligence to a halt, all right, because the wisdom they have, all right, for all this technology, all these devices they built, all right, that all came from the Lord, right?
We bring it to a halt now, man. Because a lot of Esau devices are trapped. Right? A lot of devices he can't complete, like what? The chips. He don't have all the pieces to the components of his chips now. There's a shortage on microchips. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of these trucks, and a lot of computer companies are actually letting a lot of their employees off because they can't keep the same production as they kept once before, man. Yep. You got the new cars with these kind of chips that you got. They say it's thousands of cars that just sitting in lots that they can't do nothing with because, hey, they don't got that chip, man, right? Go ahead.
And that mighty man, O.T.N. shall be displayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Even is the modern day Germany, right? They're the smartest out of the whole nation of Esau, all right?
Well, even their wisdom is failing because at one point in time, BMW was like a top luxury car, because it's a German-made car. Now BMW is like trash. You see a lot of them sitting on the side of the road now. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Without violence against thy brother Jacob shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Woo.
So all that blood you shed against the children of Israel, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, is gonna come back, all right? In the kingdom, like the scriptures say, Obadiah, all right, we're gonna round y'all up and burn y'all up, all right, forever.
Yeah, I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's reality. We had to face the reality of slavery. Now y'all gonna have to face the reality of slavery. Right, go ahead.
Got a precept. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5, and it reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And perpetual hatred, that's the word perpetual translates to everlasting, all right? And you can see it, all right? The police constantly gunning down Jake, all right? You can even see it on social media, man. Esau don't mess with Jake, all right? It says shed blood. Look what they did to us in slavery, all right? Fed our babies to the alligators, all right? Cut our men's areas off, all right? Ravaged our women. All right? There was a complete wickedness, all right?
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Hey, just like that bus that just rolled by and said, get tested, do it for you. That's bloodshed too, man. That's helping destroy our people, destroying you Negroes, Latino, and Native American. There's nothing beneficial about taking this jab, man. See what I'm saying? And it goes to show you that you people don't think outside the box. A lot of you people done got the jab, and guess what? Now Esau, Biden done told you, hey, look, you people that done got the jabs, now you still gonna have to wear your mask anyway. So what's the whole purpose of y'all getting the jab? Man, to set your body up as what? To be a cyborg for them, man. To set you up for that MOB. Because you people don't think, man. Like the scripture said, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter, man. See what I'm saying? Why? Because you really don't have no leaders out here. Jesse Jackson ain't telling the truth. Al Sharpton ain't telling you the truth. T.D. Jakes ain't telling you the truth. Frederick Price ain't telling you the truth. See what I'm saying? Who else? Yep, Creflo Dollar ain't telling you the truth. See what I'm saying? Who else? Shaq ain't telling. I'm talking about Israelite. I ain't talking about Joel Osteen. I'm talking about Israelite. Shaq ain't telling you the truth. Charles Barkley ain't telling you the truth. Shit, what's the name? Yeah, I can't stand him. That Sambo, Stephen Smith. He definitely ain't telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They furthering the agenda of what? Of our oppressor, man. They still trying to collect them shackles, the Judas bag, man. So they're not going to tell you the truth. Only people who are going to tell you the truth is the men of the Lord, right? Right out here in your face. Whether you want to accept it or reject it, we don't care. We're going to tell you the truth regardless, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
What's so bad is that you people that got the stick, you got people that got the stick that's still catching the virus, man. So what was the use of you going to get the stick, man? Twice. Yeah, you would have got it twice, and still catching that virus, man. Right?
They still be putting out these new so-called strains, man. See what I'm saying? So it's not doing y'all any good, man, to get these jabs at all. See what I'm saying? You should be putting your trust in the Lord, but we see where your trust goes. Your trust goes into what? Esau, the so-called white man. That's why the scripture say, woe to them to take counsel not of me. See what I'm saying?
If I may add just to your point, okay, this time last year, it was locked down because the virus was spreading, okay? It was spreading around. Now, you got a stronger variant, and they open everything back up. That's because they want you to catch it.
But they open everything back up so they can push this new strain. You know what I'm saying? Because before they opened things up, you didn't hear about this Delta, but they kept telling you there's going to be a new strain coming.
Yep.
Well, how do you know there's going to be a new strain coming? Because they already got it planned.
Yep.
Just like when this stuff first popped off, you was getting letters from your job for essential letters.
Yeah.
But I thought this was something new that just happened out of the blue. So how does my job have a letter to say that I'm excused to be out here on the street? Because why? This is already planned. See what I'm saying? But then they want to call us conspiracy theorists or we crazy or we nuts. No, man. Go ahead.
Real quick. You say y'all put y'all trust into these men. Psalms 118 and 8. And it's better to trust in the Lord than put confidence in men. And that's what y'all do. Y'all want to get that stick, man. Y'all put y'all confidence into men, man. All right? You're not trusting y'all about you on the side. And the Lord said he will help us, man, in our time of trouble, man. All right? You don't need to. You calling after Esau, man. All right? Esau is doing nothing but setting our way to destroy you. And that's it, man. That's all. He's not looking to help you.
Our people have seen Esau after God, what trying to set themselves, above the Most High. Okay, and that's why we're in the predicament that we're in.
That's why Israel's about to go into Jacob's trouble. That's right. Go ahead, brother.
False gods, all right? And when you start out with people trusting Esau, what's going on in the world today? The way he got to do it is a prime example of why the Lord said, follow not after the ways of the heathens, all right? This ain't the way to operate, all right? This ain't the way to do things.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 35 and 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Apollo.
He said, therefore, live, right? We know the Lord said in Deuteronomy, I put my hands in the sky and I live forever. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So, go ahead.
Okay. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Apollo, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
So that tag is getting ready to fall upon you. For all the blood you shed, blood you shed against the children of Israel, that tag is getting ready to fall upon you.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Shedding all this blood, all right? We try to get us to slavery. We got our babies to the alligator. We put our cards on, right? It's all going to fall back upon you, all right? Since you love to kill and shed so much blood, all right? It's going to be brought back upon you. Scripture say, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. So all that blood you shed is going to come back upon you, all right?
It's Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right? So Esau get ready for slavery. Get ready for slavery. It's going to happen. Just says the scripture.
He that killeth with the sword, he killed with the sword.
The sword is a killing instrument. Modern day, it is a gun, but anything used to kill. All right? Go ahead.
Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
Now, patience goes into long suffering, right? We're suffering under the rulership of Esau, right? It says that the patience and faith of the saints are more.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet you say, wherein hast thou loved them? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau, and made his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom,
Esau's old mind-minded, old family-minded, that's not destruction, all right?
whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, thus says the Lord of hosts.
And that took place during the Renaissance period, all right? Where Esau came back into power and put all their images up, all right? One of the most famous images is Caesar Borgia, all right? The world was supposed to be known as Jesus Christ in modern times, all right?
They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever.
He said they shall build, but I'll throw down, all right? Now, all these buildings you see around here, all these skyscrapers, all right? In just a moment, in an hour exactly, the Lord is going to bring that down, all right?
The border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever.
I mean, the border of wickedness, that when the scriptures talk about the wicked, right, that's talking about Esau Edom. Right? It says that indignation translates to righteous anger. And that anger is righteous for everything you've done against the children of Israel. Right? And what you've done to the earth as a whole. Alright? You polluted the earth with your philosophies and actual pollution. Alright? The trees are dying, plants are dying, animals are dying. Alright? Main example is chemtrails, alright? That's bringing down, that's breaking down everybody's system, all right? So you're consuming that polluted area, all right? And that's breaking down the system.
The woman was saying, not only that, but Rebecca also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac.
not yet born, neither have we any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand. Right? When you go through it, and when you go to the account, Genesis 25, right? It was already said in the spirit for Jacob to be on top. Even the Lord said, the elder shall serve the elder. Who's the elder, right? Esau came out first like a red-haired garment, and Jacob came out after him, right? Of course, would have been that elder. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Where was that written? Those that say that God loves everybody, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. God don't love everybody. So-called Native Americans, who's Esau, the so-called white man, right? What shall we say then? There is righteousness, Yahweh forbid. Right, because most of these men, everything that the Heavenly Father does is righteous. Alright? It says, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Right, man, ultimately, the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob. What is like, right? Esau, he's not found a person, right? Esau is the only nation, right? Out of the 18 nations, that's found no mercy. And the latter end is rounded up and burned up, all right?
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 12. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
That word profane means outside of the temple. Right? And how is Esau outside the temple? Right? The Lord rejected it. Right?
For ye know now that afterward when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of revenge. Esau carefully continued.
Right, man. At the end of the day, Esau can't repent. Alright? He can't repent, he can't receive mercy. Alright, so that's how at the end of the day, Esau's latter end is rounded up and burned up.
So if you can't repent, that means that there's no sound. So they killed that whole John 3:16 doctrine. See what I'm saying? Because if he died for everybody, coming back to save everybody, well, how come the scripture said Esau have found no place of repentance? Though he sought it carefully with tears. See what I'm saying? No matter how much he whined and cried and all that, there's still no salvation for him. So that means what? He's not going to be saved. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 10, and it reads, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. Okay? He said, let favor be showed unto the wicked. He has the best of everything right now. Okay? Owns everything, owns all the media, owns all the best places, lives in the best places, controls everything. Yet he will not learn righteousness. And what is righteousness? That's the law, statutes, and commandments. He's broken every covenant, every law in the scripture. Even on the covenants that he makes, there's no righteousness. He says, in the land of uprightness, he will deal with unjustly. Uprightness, that's us. Okay? He's dealing with us unjustly.
Even in the land of Israel, what you got going on? Like being raised, right? So he's not upholding the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord has given us, right?
And let's show you how petty Esau is, man. He's little live feed, man. The pictures all blurry and everything, man. See what I'm saying? Let's show you a whitened child, man. A spoiled whitened child. Because he can't have his way, man.
Yeah, I'm taking my ball and go home.
You know what I'm saying? He don't want to play with, but he don't want nobody else to play with. Go ahead.
Okay. And will not behold the majesty of Yahweh. Okay. It's like he will not behold it. That goes back to the 10. He will not count himself as one. He has no weapons and no weapon. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right? Zero.
No, but if Esau was God-fearing man, then why did he try to break all the laws of the Bible? Man? See what I'm saying? Only God-fearing men would do what the Bible says do and try not to transgress or commit sin in the Bible. Even though you sin, some people try to sin and some people don't try to sin. See what I'm saying? We don't try to sin, even though we do get water. That was number pure madness and wickedness, man. See what I'm saying? But yeah, he's supposed to be a God-fearing man. Go ahead.
Book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh Shai with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed or confounded, nor salvation. That world there is paid, right? So when the Lord sets us up in rulership, when our Lord outside it's going to be an everlasting kingdom that won't end, all right?
Go ahead, from the top.
17, well, 18. It says, for thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, Yahweh himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it, not it. Zechariah chapter 6, right? The world was made for our sake. Right? So when the Lord sets us back up in rulership, right? When the earth is going to flow in peace and righteousness. All right, and there won't be no more flowing peace and righteousness. All right, and there won't be no more crying or sorrow or none of that to be effect, all right?
All right. Yep. Proverbs 4:16. But they sleep not unless they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away unless they have caused something to fall.
So Esau, man, he knew to sleep. He's going to try to come up with ways to destroy the Israelites, all right?
Okay. Back to Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief. Their sleep is taken away unless they have caused some to fall.
Right, man, Esau's ultimate goal is to make the Israelites fall, right? Because he knows what's come, once we're in rulership, right?
But it said he's so wicked that he loses sleep if he don't cause something to fall, man. That's just a wicked individual, man. Their version of good sleep is when they slaughter you Negro, Latino, Native American, especially with this jab. They sleeping good in their bed at night knowing that a lot of you people have become slaves to this government, to this corporation known as America, man. So what was their goal? To get 100,000 to take the jab? And guess what? Y'all have tripled that amount for this government, man. So they sleeping good at night. Because why? They're fulfilling their enterprise. You know? Go ahead.
For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
They're just some wicked individuals, right? All they know is wickedness. That's why I said they eat the bread of violence.
Bad bread.
So everything Esau does is wickedness, man.
Name me one thing that Esau done that's good. Name me one. See what I'm saying? You can't name anything that Esau has done that's good. Because he's not even good. So how is he going to do anything good? See what I'm saying? It's not possible, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Micah, because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, here. Woe, that word woe goes into destruction. Okay, that divides iniquity. Just like we was talking, you know, he doesn't sleep unless he's being wicked. Sin upon sin. You know, when the morning is light, you know, they practice it. That's all day long. And he says, because the power of it is in their hands. And that goes to Job 9:24. You know, the earth's been given to the hands of the wicked. Okay?
She said he cutting the feet. Don't let the feet play, man. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to make it worse for you.
It reads, and they covet fields and take them by violence. So they want everything that someone else inhabits or has control of. You know, they have to have it. They have to take control of it.
They showed that when they showed that after September 11th, they went overseas. What did they go over there and do? They went over there and took over those oil requirements, all those oil plants and everything. They can control the oil, man. All right, hey. Any big natural resource, hey, Esau be coming out there, man. And they want it. They want control of it, all right? They want to profit from it, okay?
And to your point to that, I was watching that late at night. You haven't seen this clip anymore. Where Owen Powell told us about saying, whatever you eat, you gotta touch those oil fields. Touch those oil fields. He told him that. Okay, you haven't seen that clip anywhere else. All right. And continue on with Micah 2, verse 2. And they covered fields and
From the Gadites, they tried to force them out the land so they could take their land and build an underground pipeline, right?
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
And so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay? They said, oppress a man and his house. You know, they took Gad off of his land and put him in tents. You know, took all his land from him. Did the same thing with us. You know, what they got here now, eminent domain. You know, even if you paid your house off, you still got property taxes. You mix those taxes, they can still come take it. Okay.
They took the land from Gad, put them on reservations, and then flooded the reservations with drugs and alcohol. All right.
Okay.
At one of them, man, said you oppress a man in the heritage, right? They beat our heritage out of us, not them themselves, all right? Call themselves the so-called Jews, all right? But they're not. The prophet states, Ezekiel 36, you know, that Edom has the Lord, the whole land is Israel, right?
Like I said, oppressing man, even a man in his heritage. And one of them, if you remember back in the 80s and 90s, working for corporate America, you know, you couldn't have hair on your face. Okay? And they knew that, you know, cutting off our beards, you know, was against the law. But as the people, you know, now we're picking up on it. That's why, you know, we're the only nation of people that gets those razor bumps and those clusters on the back of their heads. You know, we were never supposed to talk baldness to our heads or shave our beards, okay? Never supposed to do that. That's why we're the only nation of people that does that. And for people not to recognize that, you know, that's your own willful ignorance. Trying to be part of Esau's kingdom.
This is Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe to them that declare unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. That's right, man. These unrighteous decrees. What's one of the unrighteous decrees right now? Get the chat. All right? And different things we push there. Different laws for these different laws for people that don't do the same sex, right? Those are unrighteous decrees as well. All right, if they push these different things, into the world, man. Hey, to have things going on, man. All right, man. To destroy things, to bring things down, man. All right, that's these unrighteous decrees, man.
Man, you got income tax, you got child support, you got bills, period. You got what else? These wicked holidays. You got all these taxes they be raising on people. The water tax, the air tax, the land tax. These are all unrighteous laws and decrees, man. To further oppress you, Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
But yet you still say you're not a slave. Prove that you're not a slave.
Credit cards, that's the usual.
You see what I'm saying? Still a slave. How can you prove that you're not a slave here in Babylon? See what I'm saying? Ain't none of you Negroes gonna be sovereign here as a slave in America, man. Never. See what I'm saying? Where you buy your stuff. Matter of fact, somebody get that for me in Deuteronomy 28 and I think it's 48.
28, 48.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. It says, therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Saying we shall serve who?
Thy enemies.
So if you're serving an enemy, that means it's not your friend. See what I'm saying? We're in slavery. So our slave masters is not our friend. See what I'm saying? Jim Bob, your supervisor at work, is not your friend. That's your slave master. See what I'm saying? You got no business hanging out drinking beer with your slave master. Go ahead.
In hunger
Yeah, bro.
shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord said, "Man, it's true." At one point in time, see what I'm saying? So this is why we're going through the things that we're going through. Go ahead.
In hunger
And hunger. I mean, you came up with the money. You came up with the land. You built your. There we go. Back now.
Back.
All right. Hey, bro.
this book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse
Bro, come on. You good, bro? Get your little 3 minutes of fame, bro.
it says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send.
Now it says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy. So anytime you serve somebody that's what? Servitude, that's slavery, man. So like if I'm in a, oh my God. See, that's why Babylon got to be destroyed, man. This big old dragonfly just rolled by, man. Anyway, anytime you serve somebody, you're showing a form of what? Slavery. Like if I was that's what my stomach just hurt. Oh my God.
All right, hey, things this place will turn upside down, man. All right. Esau got this place so wicked.
Yeah, man. That just made my stomach hurt.
Too, bro.
God, no, man. Go ahead, bro.
And in one of all things,
See, and in one of all things, everything that you Negro, Latino, Native Americans have to get in this society, you have to get it from your enemy, man. You hungry, you got to go to your enemy's establishment. You see what I'm saying? You want a place to stay, you got to go to your enemies. You want clothes, you got to go to your enemies to get the clothes. See what I'm saying? You don't own nothing in this society. You don't even own yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you get sick, where you gotta go? You gotta go to your enemy for help. You gotta ask for permission from your job to go get better so you can further your slavery. What kind of nonsense is that, man? Man, I have permission to go heal myself so I can come back and work for you some more. That goes to show you that this is a wicked kingdom. It's a wicked society, man. And then some jobs don't even excuse your doctor's excuse. You still get appointed. You could get shot in the face, go to the hospital, get stitched up, stay in the hospital for like 2 days, get your face stitched up, and guess what? It's still a point, it's still not a excuse. That's wicked as hell, man. But this is the society we live in. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
We have to get food from them, so what they do. What's going on? They do. They clothe them from their families. Also keep what's going on. going to change, with every new moon. All right, so and honor the Sabbath how it's supposed to.
Like 4 months ago. See what I'm saying? No, it's been now. Why you doing my baby? Oh, we'll take a trip. Well, right now, what? Memphis, Memphis, your eye. What do you think the jab is? Go ahead.
So he has destroyed me.
And he have destroyed our people. Look at our people, man. They not the royal, acting like the heat of the hair. It's more sharper hair, man. That's not your natural hair color. Big old ceiling fan blades on your eyelids. Talking about that eyelashes going on right there.
Everybody's going to go see Dr. Mike. That's just serious. That's all you see, man. All right? Ready to get what the elder was just saying, going to get them injections, man. All right? Trying to change the body, man.
Like the show, what was it, Husbands of Hollywood or something? Remember that show, Kevin Hart now? Used to call them Mitches. There's a lot of Mitches out here, man. See what I'm saying? Because why? Esau give you the liberty to be that way, man. You got male celebrities out here coming out with fingernail polish lines. And you got male celebrities wearing dresses and stuff, man. That ain't being a man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, who made you that way? Your oppressor, Esau. The so-called white man give you the liberty. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies.
Whose symbol is the eagle? America, you Edomites. See what I'm saying? The Lord brought them against us. Why? For our wickedness, man. For disobeying the laws, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. That's why we go through the things we go through, man. Can't get along. See what I'm saying? Hey, that judgment, man. We're slaves. We're not supposed to make it here in America. We're not supposed to be living on a high hog here in America. This is our punishment, man. Somebody get that in Ruth the 4th chapter. No. Go ahead, you hungry?
It says, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor in the nor show favor to the young, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle.
But do Esau respect the old or young of you Negroes, Latino, Native American? Hell no. That's just more slaves for him, man. He don't say, well, nah, you 80 years old, you can't work. Why do you think every year he raises the retirement age? So that means what? You'll never reach retirement. You're going to be 95 years old, still working at Family Dollar, man, because you can't retire. See what I'm saying? He done took your Social Security money and went and gambled with it at the stock market. That's why you can't even borrow your own 401k plan. You got to ask permission for them and then got to pay it back with interest, but that's your money you work for. See what I'm saying? But see, that's that loophole. That's why he say, for every dollar you put in, we're going to match it. Why? Because Esau like playing games with your retirement. He like playing games with your life, man. You got to watch things that Esau, the so-called white man, do. If he say he's going to match you, I wouldn't even get involved. Because that means you can't even get your own money, man. And even when you try to get your own money, there's taxes on top of that. Like if you got $1,000 that you want to withdraw out of your retirement, guess what? He gonna tax that $1,000. You gonna get maybe $850 in the mail. But that's your money you work for. Go ahead.
It says, and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee like the corn, wine, oil.
And that's what Esau do to this day. But what? Monsanto. He can ride by your farm, throw a kernel of corn on your land, and deem it as his. And take your whole crop. See what I'm saying? Even your children don't even belong to you. They belong to whatever state that you live in, man. Because guess what? If your child get mad and call the laws on you, guess what? They're property of the state. They got the right to divorce you. But that's your child. They came out of your nuts. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For the increase of thy kind or flocks of thy sheep until he have destroyed thee.
And that's what Esau done. He took everything from you Israelites and he what, destroyed you. That's why you don't know who you are to this day, man. You call yourself black, or you call yourself Latin King, or P-Stone, or GD, you know what I'm saying, or Vice Lord, or Blood, or Crip. Because you don't know who you are, man. Esau totally destroyed you, man. We tell you that you're the Lord chosen people, you don't want to accept that. See what I'm saying? That's like we speaking, it's like we're speaking gibberish to you. When we say that you're the Lord chosen, what does that mean? See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and defense walls come down, wherein thou trustedest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all of thy land.
Guess what? It's gonna happen again. 70 AD finna happen again. Masada finna happen again. See what I'm saying? It's finna be all rolled in one this time. Cause guess what? Esau is trying to besiege the land again. Meaning what? Subdue you Negro, Latino, Native American. Remember, we're a people before a place. So Esau is gonna what? Try to round up all you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans and throw y'all into what? Concentration camp. See what I'm saying? Make you take this jab, this vaccine. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the on that Deuteronomy, that shit. Go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch chapter 4. We started on verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh.
So who was the Lord talking to? He said, my children. You Israelites. Really, when you look into it, it's something that the enemy is persecuting us. See what I'm saying? You know, look at the word persecute. Say where you at,
I got it.
Go ahead.
It said persecute. It says subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their race or political religious beliefs.
Read that again.
It says, there's the persecute. It says subject someone to hostility and ill treatment.
Who gets subject to ill treatment? We do, the Negro, Latino, Native American. Go ahead.
Especially because of their race or political religious beliefs.
That's right. See what I'm saying? Because of race, political or religious beliefs. So guess what? Esau is pushing us because of what? Our race, our politics, religion, everything is targeted to who? Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, man. There's nothing Esau do good for you. He don't ever pass no laws that's good for you. Well, okay, what, Juneteenth? That's still nothing good for you, because why? You're still in slavery. So what is there to celebrate, man? See what I'm saying? Just like y'all finna celebrate the 4th of July, Independence Day, you're not independent, you're still in slavery. See what I'm saying?
If I may add, there was corn we were in slavery at that time.
That's right.
1776.
Thank you. Good. So how is you independent, man? Go ahead. Back in Baruch.
Back in Baruch. Chapter 4, Baruch chapter 4, verse 25, starting back at the top. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction.
Hey, shortly, soon and very soon, ain't that what the church be saying? Soon and very soon we shall go and see the King. See what I'm saying? So it says, shortly we shall see what?
His destruction.
His destruction.
And tread upon his neck.
And tread upon his neck. So we get the George Floyd you. See what I'm saying? I need our elbow and foot in your neck. Just like you did our people. Let's pop out. Hey, that's righteous. Right? You know what I'm saying? People, guess what? The Lord is going to do to you double. That's right. Hey, guess what? The vengeance of the Lord, cup going to run over. Ain't that what y'all like to use in the church? For your time, share your cup when it's over. Well, guess what? The vendor's gonna run it over. See what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord gonna get his payback. We're gonna get our payback through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right.
That's a proven fact, man. See what I'm saying? Who is the delicate one? Israel. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. See what I'm saying? We are going through rough ways. We're still going through rough ways, man. This is a bumpy road. Our life, in our life we're going through, man. Our life ain't easy. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And we're taken away as a flock, caught of the enemy.
Yep. Hey, when we brought over here on slave ship, taken away as a flock by our enemies. This wasn't a vacation resort for us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't buy no ticket to get on the slave ship. You know what I'm saying? We didn't say, hey, we didn't tell to go into slavery. No, we didn't want to come over here, man. We were forced against our will to come over here as punishment. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 27, and it reads, Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh.
What's comforting us? The word. All right, we back. Boy, I tell you, man, Satan, boy. Esau get butthurt when you get on him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, we was out here doing the little Nas, kissing men in the mouth. We had like 1 million views, and the internet would be working perfectly. The screen would be clear. You'll be able to see a bump on a mosquito's ass. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get on Esau, now you want to cut the stream, the live feed, all that. But guess what? The word still got to go forth, man. Go ahead, what y'all got?
Back in Luke chapter 4, verse 27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Okay? Go ahead.
He that, Proverbs 23, 22, and 16. He that oppressed the poor and increased his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. That's why you can remember this, because, hey, in the kingdom, y'all gonna be wanting, we're gonna get everything that you get, you're gonna want those riches, all right? And what does the Esau do? They gain riches off the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? That's what they have done for decades, man. All right? They gain riches off of it, man.
It said in verse 27 again, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. And that brings to mind Amos 3, verses 1 and 2. Okay? And it reads, verse 1, Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. That's pretty much what he was saying again in the root, right? He only knows us. We're the only ones with that covenant with him. No one else has that covenant. And we're the ones who agreed to it with him. In Mount Sinai, okay? Coming up out of Egypt. We're the ones who agreed to it, and we broke it. And that's why he said he's the only family that he knows. We're the only family. He's the God of none else, according to Joel 2:27. Okay? He is our God, our power. All right? So he says that because of that covenant that we broke with him, he's going to punish us for our iniquities. He wasn't worried about everybody else. You know, we were his chosen people, and we disappointed him. All right? So like I said, that iniquity is coming to an end. All right? And it's happening right now.
And upon that, since Israel's the only family he's known, therefore he's going to punish us for our iniquity. Why is that? Because iniquity is sin upon sin, and the law was only given to Israel, and by biblical definition, sin is transgression of the law, right? So the Lord gave you the law, so you know better, all right? Just like with your parents, right? Your parents tell you not to do something, you go ahead and do it anyway, you get that little spanking, all right? Just to get you a check.
Go ahead. I'll be closing out with this one.
Okay.
Okay, I got Proverbs 10 and 24. The fear of the wicked it shall come upon him, but the desires of the righteous shall be granted.
Wicked fears must be thrown out of rulership for us to be on top of that, right? But it doesn't matter if they fear it, it's going to come to pass, all right? You read the last part again.
The desire of the righteous shall be granted.
And righteous is talking about what do we desire? All right, we desire a world where it dwells righteousness, right? We desire to be in rulership. We desire to be on top of these other nations, all right? We desire the glory, all right?
25. As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation.
So Esau's gonna fly away like a bad dream. That's all there is to it. He said the righteous.
There's an everlasting foundation.
That's right, man. But ultimately, you know, when our Lord comes back and the Israelites are set up in rulership under Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be an everlasting kingdom, a world without end. All right.
If I may add, he said the everlasting foundation. What is the foundation? That's the basis of which everything stands on. Okay? Everything is built upon. It's going to be built upon righteousness. Okay? And stand tall in righteousness. All right? Yep.
Good.
This is,
We hope that lesson was edifying for you. We want to once again give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. We want to say shalom to them and our brothers who work in this truth week in and week out. All right, and say shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abba Baba.
Abba Baba.
Shalom.
Shalom.
And, thank you, brothers on the comment board.
Yep, shalom to y'all on the comment board, you brothers and sisters. Slack you about the live feed, you know, Satan messing with the live feed. Shalom.